Good morning. Happy Sunday morning. It is quite early here in Texas. It's about 8 a.m., so it's not super early, but it's kind of early for a Sunday morning. But I'm happy to be here, happy to get some work done, and happy to see that people seem to be coming in. So, welcome to Sunday Morning Sprints. If you are with us, then let us know in the chat and tell us what you are working on so we can cheer you on. I am working on what I was working on yesterday, basically, is kind of wrapping up my Preptober with getting stuff transferred from my revision outline to my revision board on Trello. So it's just kind of, it's a lot. It's not really a lot of brain work, but it's just kind of copying and pasting stuff into cards and also giving, like, just kind of going over and giving uh, titles to everything and all that kind of stuff. So but I'm hoping to fingers crossed to finish that today with a bunch of with sprints that I'll be doing, so that next week before Preptober I can go into Sarah's Preptober workbook and really kind of work on some of the stuff there. So I've been kind of putting that off. So let us see who is with us. Before we do that, okay, so for 20-minute sprints, 20 minutes for whatever you want to do. Writing, wonderful. If it's not writing, that is terrific too. Whatever you need to get done for this Sunday morning. 5-minute sprints. In fact, I will just reminded myself. I will put the 5-minute timer. There we go. 5-minute breaks for bio breaks, snacks, breakfast if you're getting it, drinks, coffee, whatever you need, getting up and stretch, whatever you need to do to kind of take a break. So that's how this works. So let's see. Good morning, Kellen. How long is the string going to be? Good question. It is going to be for 2 hours. So I'm going from 8 o'clock I'm sorry, 9 o'clock EST time, 8 o'clock CST time, until 11/10 in the morning. And for those of you who are joining through the HB Word Sprints group, link is below if you're on YouTube, if you want to join and you haven't joined yet. Most of the sprints that all of us do are 2 hours. Now, sometimes that'll vary a little bit. Sometimes somebody might do 1 hour because they can't stay for the whole 2 hours, or somebody may even be able to stay longer, and so they'll do 3 hours. So it kind of depends, but usually they'll always let you know about it. So, but in general, they're about 2 hours. So. And Colin says, "Yeah, in Texas." Yes, I am. I want to go to Texas. Do you? Well, Texas is I like Texas. I'm not native born Texas. I came here for, I did my master's here, and then I've been kind of back and forth here for quite a while. And people are really friendly. People are very friendly in Texas. I do like it, and I love seeing. You wouldn't believe it, but sometimes, at least here where I live, sometimes in the Target or the Walmart or whatever, you see these older men going in, and they look like cowboys. They really look like cowboys. They got the 10-gallon hat and the jeans and the boots and the vest and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really nice to see. I love that. So good morning, Melissa. Great that you are with us. Working on Preptober, excellent. Editing and doing some organizing. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm just getting my reading glasses here so I can actually see what you're writing. Wonderful. Great. Hello, Amanda. Good morning. Kellen says, "I'm going to try to finish chapter 3. Beautiful. And finish up Sims 2 game. Excellent. I have an awful flashing purple glitch." Well, hopefully we can help you get rid of that glitch. Amanda says, working on neatening up a rough draft. Wonderful. I love that word, neatening up, that phrase, neatening up. I love that. To be able to send it to alpha readers, great. To search for potholes, plot hole. I just said potholes tonight. Plot holes. About a third of the way done so far. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we are definitely here to help you get all the way through, hopefully. Hello, Haley, working on book outline for Nano writing project. Beautiful. Yes, yay for Sims. Yes, I agree, Melissa. Totally agree. So we're going to be starting here in about another minute and a half or so. And again, we're Sunday morning sprints here. So hopefully we will get other people joining us. And so let me put a question to you all. Who here buys, like, when like the bit like Target and Walmart and all those kind of guys, when they start to get in those huge bags of Halloween candy, like the assorted Halloween candy with all the cool icons and stuff on. So who here buys them in the beginning of October and says, okay, I'm just going to put it in the pantry, and I'm just going to wait, it'll be here for Halloween, to give out as candy. And then by the time Halloween comes, it's like you've eaten about half the bag. So who does that? Who does that? Definitely me here. So no shaming, no nothing. I mean, that's part of what Halloween is about. It's all the fun of the candy. And hey, as adults, a lot of us don't go out trick or treating. Maybe if you've got younger kids, you're lucky you get to go out and with them trick or treating and get dressed and all that kind of cool stuff. But we need our candy too. Okay, let me see. Haley says, working on my book outline for Nano. Okay. Ah, yes, I already saw that. Okay. Melissa says, I try to stay away from the candy. I know, I do too, but it's like, it never works. It never works for me. So I just give it. So I say, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It's once a year. It's fun and it's totally okay. So let's get into sprint number one. We're going to go for 20 minutes. Sprint number one for whatever you need to do. If also, you just kind of get yourself situated with breakfast, coffee, and all that kind of stuff, that is wonderful too. I will see you all in 20 minutes. Sprint number 1 is done. I hope you all got some good stuff done. I got just one chapter done, but that was because I was also having breakfast, so I kind of got a little bit veered into into Facebook stuff. And question for you, fun question. So, and I saw this on in my Facebook feed. So, if you were handed $1 million today, what would you do with it? That's the question. So, kind of really cool to think about, like what you would do with it. So, for me, I would put a large chunk of it in investments for in an investment portfolio for retirement. I would buy my dream house, my dream cottage in the country. I would pay off my student loans. And then if I had anything left, I would give some to my sister. I would probably split it, whatever was left, in half for my savings, and then give it to my sister so she could also have some nice savings. So that's what I would do. So let's see how you all did. Con says my game flashed. My game flashed purple again, so I have to try some fixes. Okay. I am closer to finishing chapter 3. I think I need about 200, 300 words. Excellent. Excellent. Well, we will be rooting for you to finish those words in the next sprint. So definitely rooting for you. Hello, Dharma. I'm working on my website. Excellent. Wonderful. Websites. Yes. Website. I think a lot of people are working on their websites right now, kind of getting ready for 2022. My website, I definitely need to do like a redo of my website, but it's like one of those projects that I'm just like, keep putting on the back burner. So, but at one point, yes, I'm going to have to be doing that. Melissa says, quit my job to write full time. Wonderful. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, that is an excellent one. That is an excellent one. Yeah. Quit your job to write full time. Yes. Amanda says, a chapter and change down. Beautiful. Con says, I would give half of it to my parents. Oh, that's beautiful. So they can renovate our house at the village where my mom grew up. Oh, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing. Dharma says, I would quit the day job to write full time. Yes. Hire someone to handle the marketing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. That's one I definitely forgot about. Yes. Hire a PA. That I would love to do. Hire a PA to do, like all of the admin and marketing stuff. Definitely. Holly says, writing my outline notes onto Word, wonderful. And some of my stories coming together. That is so great. That is so great. It's so wonderful. That's one of the things, because I know that, there are writers who say, well, I absolutely cannot write an outline because it kind of boxes me in too much. And I totally, totally get that. But I think also outlines can really sort of give you, the bigger picture of the story. And so you're right. You really see how kind of the story starts to come together when you do the outline. And you know what? Outlines aren't set in stone. It's when you start to write, things change. The characters the characters decide what they want to do over what you thought that they would want to do. So it kind of ebbs and flows. But yeah, I think that's one of the wonderful things about outlines, that you really can see the bigger picture. Let's see. Amanda says, marketing, that too. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, yes. Ken says, yep, I got to hire someone to handle the marketing in the future. Yeah. You know what? And that is one of the things on my list when I start to really, when I start to get to also publish more books and I start to make an income where I could actually do that, is hire somebody to do the marketing. So yeah, or hire a PA also good. Definitely good. Okay, we're about 45 seconds away from sprint number 2. So if you want, you can get up, get a bio break, get yourself coffee if you haven't done. I'll probably be putting the coffee on I might be putting the coffee on, maybe not now, but like in after sprint number two, I'll put the coffee on because I can't have coffee too early in the morning for me. It's just something, about it just doesn't sit right, especially, like it's like, after completely after breakfast. So, okay. Dharma says, I always create an outline, yeah, and always end up changing it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A few times as I'm drafting, especially toward the end. Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. And I think a lot of us do that. A lot of us, because, it's an outline, it can really be, it's a nice map, it can really be more of a map to because the pantser and the plotter, it's really more there we go, it's really more of like a spectrum. It's really more of a, I hate this screen. It's really more of a spectrum, so it's not like, so it's not like either somebody's a plotter or a pantser. Most of us, I think, are kind of like somewhere in the middle. Okay, so let's go into sprint number two. Whatever you need to get done. If it's writing stuff, that is awesome. If it's not writing stuff, that is awesome too. We're here to help you be productive for the next 20 minutes. So I will see you all in 20 minutes. Great. So we are in an hour, into an hour, the first hour of our sprints. We are done. So we're moving into the second hour. So, how did that go for everybody? What kind of things did you get done, or did you just relax? And also good. It's Sunday morning after all. So, relaxing is good. And I am on chapter 14. I'm almost done with chapter 14. The book has 29 chapters. So I'm about halfway through. So, which is really, really cool. And there, still trying to feel my way through all the banners. So, let's see. Yeah, Dharma says most of us are planters. Yes, we are. Absolutely. I think so. Yes. Yeah, totally. Totally. Yes, we are. And there's nothing wrong with being, a almost total planner and almost total pantser. Definitely not. It's just that I think that, and a lot of it also depends on the book itself, I think, too, and the genre sometimes too. Says exactly, Dharma. Yes, indeed. Most of us are planters. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And that's probably why, somebody in Nano or somebody came up with that term. I don't even know. I got to look that up because I love the history of, when like words originated and stuff like that. So I got to look it up to see when somebody came up with the word planter. But I think it's pretty recent. I think it's pretty recent in the Nano jargon, definitely. Melissa says needed a break from editing, so I fell down the Canva rabbit hole. Yeah, I can so relate. Yes, I think most of us here can relate. But I got myself a new logo. That's awesome. And a new banner up on my website. That is awesome. That is definitely doing something very productive. Absolutely. Yes. So, sometimes rabbit holes can be good things. Sometimes they can be good things. Count says update, finished chapter 3. Yay! Woohoo! Backed up on Google Drive. Great. The game crashed after trying a fix. Oh. So I will try something else. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Hopefully you'll be able to get back to that game. Dharma says still plugging along on the website. Beautiful. Amanda got through a chapter. That is excellent. Finishing a chapter is always good. I totally made a detailed plot. Then my characters laughed at me and did their own thing. I think so. Characters do that. That's what characters do. That's what they're there to do. Yeah, totally, totally. And sometimes I think it's just not. It kind of having all of these notes about a character and then figuring out as you're writing the draft that that's not really who the character is. I mean, for that was one of my big problems with this book, which is book 3 of my upcoming historical mystery series, where there's a family that's involved, and they it's kind of like one of these family mysteries kind of thing. And I thought I knew who the family was, and then as the book progressed, they turned out to be completely different. So now that's why I'm having to go back and make all these changes. So but you know what, that's a good thing. That's what books are supposed to do. So good morning, Pamela. He says this is my first kind of big project. Oh, wonderful. And I'm so nervous about underwriting. Oh, so I'm much more on the planner side. Yeah. And you know what, that's okay. That's okay, Haley. It's if it's really about finding what works for you. It's if you're starting out planning, that's awesome. And maybe you'll find that less planning is more for you. Maybe you'll find more planning is more for you. It's really about experimenting and just finding out what's good for you. Melissa says, now I want to play Sims. I'm an OG Sims player. I built a laptop specifically for it. Wow. Pamela says, weird. I think comments aren't showing up for me. Oh, no. I see you're on Facebook. Yeah. So, sometimes, Pamela, sometimes Facebook can be a little bit cranky, can be a little bit weird. So, if you go to, in Facebook, if you go to, I think it's, if you, I think it's like overview. If you go to the top of the post, and there should be a gray button that says overview, And if you go into the overview, I put there the YouTube link for yes, it has been awful lately. Yes, I totally agree, Pamela. I totally agree. Yeah, I think Facebook is still trying to recover from what was it? I think like a week or 2 weeks ago. When suddenly it was like nobody can get onto Facebook. So a friend of mine was saying they're burning the files. So I mean, who knows what's happening with Facebook? But anyway, so if you go to the if you click on overview and you go to the post description, there should be the link to the YouTube link for the sprints. And so then you can pop onto YouTube, and I think you should be able to see the comments, when I pop them on. So that's one thing that you could try to do. And right now, when we start the sprints, I'll also put the link. I'll fund the YouTube link, and I'll put it in the comments as well if you want to do that. Okay. Just a few more comments. Colin says, "Wait, what is OG Sims player? Do you play Sims too?" And I have to confess to you all, I have no idea what you're talking about because I am totally not a gamer. But you know what? If you all have fun with it, that is awesome. Okay, I see. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so let's start with our second hour. So we're going to start with 20. So we're going to do 20 minutes for whatever you want to do. Writing is great. Not writing is awesome as well. If you're just relaxing, I'm so happy that you're here relaxing with us. I will see you all in 20 minutes. So that was sprint number 3. So we are about to go into our last sprint. So a few things before we do that. So first, the about sprints that are coming up for the rest of the day and tomorrow. So today we've got Tracy coming in on YouTube only, and she will be in at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 2 o'clock Central Time. And I plan on being there because I really want to get this revision outline done. I am on chapter 19. I'm on chapter 19, so I'm really, really close. And then on Monday, we have, let's see, we've got the lovely Angela coming on at 9 o'clock in the morning. EST time, 8 o'clock CST time. Caitlin is still taking care of what she needs to take care of, so she is not on yet. I think she's going to be on though as of November. I know we'll be really, really excited about those early morning sprints. And then on Monday for night owl sprints at 9 o'clock at night Eastern Standard Time, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, Lisa will be on. And Lisa and Angela is on Facebook. I think she's on Facebook, and I think she's Facebook only. She might be Facebook and YouTube, but I know that sometimes it changes. So just kind of keep an eye out for the post that she puts up, and then she'll let you know exactly where she's going to be. And then Lisa is on Facebook and YouTube. So that is one thing. And then I did not forget about first line trivia. So if anybody here is joining, is new and joining my sprints, I love classic literature. I love books, of course. So it goes with the territory. So I love to do like first lines of books, and then you all get to guess where that first line is coming from, what book it is, and who the author is. And this is not a test. If you know it off the top of your head, that's awesome. If you don't, that's okay. You can Google it. That's fine. So I think this one is going to be pretty easy for a lot of people. So here's the line. In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. In a hole in the ground, there lived a hobbit. So I think that one is kind of pretty easy. I think even I would be able to guess that one because it's not. Oh, I forgot to put the timer. So let's put on for 4 minutes, so we make sure that I don't babble on too much for you. So if you know where that is from, let us know in the comments. And again, I think that one is kind of because it's Sunday morning, we're in rest mode, so nobody wants to be too challenged with trivia. Let's see the wonderful. Okay, yeah, Melissa says the original Sims. Okay. Callan says the stream is going to be only 2 hours long, isn't it? Yes, Callan, it's only 2 hours long. But again, Tracy is on this afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so you are certainly welcome to join her stream as well. Melissa says Sims 1, it's like 16-bit or something. It's so old. But I love it. Hey, if you sometimes the old games are the best. So, hello, Diane. Yes, hope you're having a great weekend as well. Hello, Lisa. I overslept just in time to say hi and bye. That's okay. Yes, so that's okay. If you're here, for the last sprint, that is super awesome. Con says, I entered a family in my Sim 2 game plan and everything was flashing purple. Wow. So I'm going to try another fix. Okay. Molly says, got my weekly review done. Wonderful. Yes. And am working on my task for next week. Beautiful. Yeah, I also did my weekly. Melissa's talking about, in case you're not familiar with this is what I assume you're talking about, Melissa. If I'm wrong, then let me know. About Sarah Cannon's HB90. plan. And so, some of us who have are using the plan. So Sarah has at the end of every week, she's got kind of like a weekly review that you can fill out. So, it's things like, what went well this week, what were your challenges this week, that kind of thing. So it's actually really good. I really like those because it really makes me go back to what really happened that week. And so, a lot of it is, some of it might be, oh, that wasn't so great, but a lot of it is also, oh, that was okay. So, yes. So, yeah, and I did that this morning as well. Diane says, don't feel too bad. I'm still in bed. Being in bed is okay. Lisa says, oh, gee, hobbits. Yeah, I'm stumped. Get back to you after the third breakfast. That's okay, Lisa. That's okay. And you know what? This is all for fun. You want to Google it? Go ahead and Google it. Dan says, couldn't be the Hobbit. Yes, it is the Hobbit. It is the Hobbit. So, yeah. So, and some first lines, it's like they make it so like, simple to know. So I usually try to like choose, I'll be honest, I usually try to choose lines that aren't so obvious. And when I first read this one, I thought Hobbit said rabbit. So, so I thought, oh, okay, that's not going to be too obvious. But then, it's like, no, it's Hobbit. But yes, it's the Hobbit. I'm primarily resting and regrouping today. That's awesome, Diane. That's what Sundays are for. And Lisa says that's a wise plan for Sunday. Yes, it is a wise plan for Sunday. So we have about 35 seconds left until we get into our last sprint of the morning. And, again, if you want to get up and just kind of move around a little bit, stretch, do some yoga stretches. I really got to learn how to do like in chair yoga stretches. So I think I have a list somewhere, but and I actually, yeah, because I looked it up when I had to do a flight. I was doing a really long flight, like abroad, and so it was like a 14-hour flight, and so I'm like, I gotta be able to do chair yoga, otherwise I'm just gonna die here for 14 minutes. Okay, this is our last sprint of the morning for whatever you want to get done. Let's make it a really good one for whatever you're doing. We are here to support you. We are here to cheer you on. I will see you all in 20 minutes. That's it. We are done with Sunday morning sprints. Thank you to everyone who joined me. I got a lot done there. I'm almost done with chapter 22. So I've got, let's see, 23 to 29. I think it's about what, 7 chapters left, something like that. So, so cool. So cool. Let's see. So, how did you all do? Kellen says, I got to clean, but I am so tired and lazy. Last night I fell asleep at 4 a.m. Oh, for some reason. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So, you know what? Give yourself a break today. Give yourself a break today. Absolutely. Take a nap if you can. So, always helps. Oh, you're so welcome, Melissa. I'm so glad that you got a lot done. I hope all of you also got a lot done. So, Tracy will be back this afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. And on Monday, we've got Angela, 9 o'clock in the morning EST, 8 o'clock in the morning CST. And we've got Lisa on Monday also for night owl sprints, 9 o'clock at night, of course, 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. So let's see. Lisa says, I think I'm going to be joining Diane's today and resting. Yeah, the idea and resting. Yes. Very good. Yes. Resting is always good. Amanda says, added a little argument in this chapter that fits in better than I feared. Progress. That is definitely progress. And arguments are excellent. Arguments are excellent because, they can just like spur off so many conflicts and things like that. So wonderful. Well, I'm so glad that all of you got stuff done. I will be back on Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will be here. I hope some of you will join me, and I'll be also in on Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will not be here though next Sunday morning because it's Halloween. So, I think everybody's in holiday mode, and so. So, thank you all again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, restful Sunday, and I will see you all hopefully. Um, let's see. Today, this afternoon, I'll probably be at Tracy's Sprints. So, hope to see you all there or next Friday. So, have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday.